This is the Astros Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Houston Astros, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Are you enjoying this ride yet? Because good news, it does not look like you're going to get off of it anytime soon as the Astros do what they've done all season. They win one, they lose one. They win one, they lose one. The trend is back, baby, as they win again today after losing yesterday. They beat the Seattle Mariners today on a game that really was about hustle in the first inning and a mistake by Seattle, and then great pitching from the Astros. A night after having bad pitching at the end of the game that cost you the chance to win another tight ball game. The Astros do win the tight ball game today by a final of 2-1, and they needed that after last night's loss to that Seattle club. Hello and welcome this early evening to the Locked On Astros Postcast. I am your host, Michael Connor. If you're watching us live, thank you for doing that. If you're watching us later on, don't forget to come back. We're here with you live after every single game. We'll be here tomorrow afternoon when the Astros and the Mariners wrap this series up at Daikin Park. Today's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Right now, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. So what are we talking about today from this one?
This is what you'll be talking about.
Pitching, and the hustle. I think that those are the two things. We'll start with the pitching, though. Framber Valdez was spectacular today. He has been slowly rounding into form. You know, he's always going to be a guy that allows a few people on base here and there, but 6 innings of 1 run, 4 hits. He did walk 4, but another Framber type of outing. Now to 4-4 in the season, ERA has dropped down to 3.39. He looks like Framber Valdez. You know, he had a couple hiccups early in the season, but he has settled in and he is aligning himself towards his, I think, short in terms of years, but big payday in free agency. If you go through this month of May now, for Framber, which today is the 24th, just looking at the calendar. He'll make one more start in this month of May, of course. And they're going to ride him as much as they can because they need him to eat innings and do his thing. But if you go look at what Framber's done in this month of May so far, 4 starts, 2-1 record. ERA is at 3. He's pitched 27 innings across those 4 starts, 28 strikeouts to 6 walks. WHIP is at 1.04. It was just the first outing of the month that wasn't very good, and that was in Chicago. 4 runs across 5 innings. Since then, he's gone 7-1, 8-1, 7-3, 6-1. You know, we talk a lot about Hunter Brown as being the best pitcher on the staff this season, based off what he's done. He's a Cy Young candidate in the American League. If Framber keeps rolling out what he's doing here, they will have, you know, the ability to have 2 guys, I think, you know, in the conversation for Cy Young type of credentials in the American League this year. He'll put up the numbers. His ERA will drop back down like it has been. He'll get wins because, well, you win ball games when you pitch really well, and then the pitching behind you is really good. Again, I don't think that the number one thing, we're going to talk about it some here in a minute, is to come here and hammer. Look, we all know the big fat elephant in the room with this baseball team. They struggle at scoring runs. Today they didn't lack for hits, but the thing that we know is that they lack for punch, thump, power, being dangerous, all the adjectives you want to use for it, the ones I love. They lack all those things. They had 11 hits in the baseball game today. 11. But it didn't matter at the end of the day. And I know that I come on here and I like to get frustrated, which, you know, it's my right to do, right? Because they do frustrate me. On nights when they lose, you know, we're going to look at all the negative. We're going to pound the negative. On days when they win, I'm going to pound some of the positive because some of the positive has to be recognized. And the positive today is that your starting pitcher was good. Again, your bullpen was great behind him. You know, the bounce back from Brian Abreu, who you definitely know won't be available tomorrow. We'll see about Hader. And then Bennett Sousa as well. You know, that was great. It was great pitching today. The Astros bullpen gave up 1 hit, that, you know, single to Solano there in the 9th on a pitch that was like 2 feet out of the zone up. and he just hit it in the hole there. Tremendous. That's why and I get it. We play both sides of it every single time we do this. It's why it's so frustrating, because you see the typical pitching that they put out, and it is elite. They held the Mariners to 5 hits today, and they gave the 1 run in the second inning. And it's like, man, if they could just hit consistently, their record would be way better than 27-25. So I get it. I absolutely get it. But I think when these things happen, you have to recognize the good that came out of it today. What was the turning point in the game? How about that?
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
What a big shock. It was in the first inning. And that's, the story of this baseball game today outside of the pitching. The Astros, and in baseball, I think, and we make this into a negative thing so often. Okay, if the luck is on your side that day, who cares? Like, why does it have to be negative? It doesn't have to be negative. It can be a positive thing. Luck was on your side today. You get a throwing error over there to first base by Brian Wu on a ball that he probably should have just ate. And, Jose Altuve hustling, and great send at third base by, and I still can't say his name, Paris-Chica. I think I've got it right at this. I don't know if I got it right at this point. I'm sorry. Great send, aggressive base running. Jose Altuve runs it out. Of course, then another error happens, and with Victor Caratini at the plate, and the Astros are up 2-0 there in the first. So I don't know. Maybe it's just about your perspective in life. Are you half glass full, half glass empty person? I'm a half glass full person, typically. I shouldn't say typically. Basically, with everything but my sports, usually. I think but I think with today, I'm half glass, half full. And I really, with that type of mindset in mind, when it comes to luck, it's luck. It's something that's unpredictable. Okay, the Astros' luck was on their side today. Sure, it covered up the fact that they, didn't score any more runs. But they had it, and Seattle didn't. And they've taken 2 of the first 3 in this series. Okay, good. I don't care. I think Seattle's feeling on the other side of things. As much as you want to be down on maybe today of, the negative things in this baseball game, which again, 11 hits, 11 singles. Weird game. Weird game. I guess I try to remember the positive. Luck has been on their side a little bit at times. It was on their side today. They won the game because of it. And they also won the game because of their happiness. Not their happiness. What am I thinking of? Their hustle. The hustle was tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. Now 27-25, back to 2 games over. Cut that deficit back down in the American League West by a game. A chance tomorrow to win a series. And we're going to talk about that here in just a few minutes, because I think tomorrow really is an important baseball game. But I just wanted to highlight, again, the fact that their hustle was the turning point of this baseball game today. And for all the people that are out there that, I know we see the comments, I see the comments all the time, and I hear people talking about it. And, this team's quit. They don't play with any joy. They don't play hard at all. And I think it's the dumbest thing, and it's the laziest take that you could possibly ever have for professional athletes, especially teams that win constantly and they want to win. The Astros want to win. They do not play without passion. They do not play without hustle. They do not play without effort. And when those things come, you just take them right back out the door. I'm not interested in hearing them. And you don't do those things. You don't have all that desire and that want to win unless you're going out there and you're doing the things like they did in the first inning and you're busting it. It's May the 24th. There's a bunch of games still in front of them, over 100 games still in front of them in this regular season. Jose Altuve didn't have to be out there at 35 years old, gunning it around the bases like he is, and for an error in the first inning. He could have taken a slow start to it and ended up at third base and been okay with it. That's how they operate. So if you're ever feeling like, oh, they're going to go lose this baseball game or whatever today, or they're going to take a step back, know that the effort is there. I think that the effort was clearly there today. It's all now about the execution and doing things in the important areas that matter. All right, let's talk about tomorrow's game. It's a big one. They need tomorrow. We'll talk about it next year on the Locked On Astros Postcast. NBA playoffs are in full swing, and every night delivers highlight-worthy performances, major momentum shifts, and can't-miss moments. Whether it's a game-winning shot or a breakout player, there's never been a better time to get in on the action. FanDuel makes it easy to stay in the game before tip-off and live. It's player props, performance trends, and same-game parlays. Fans have way more fun ways, too, than ever to play smart and win big. If you're new to FanDuel, well, guess what? It's the perfect time to sign up. Head to FanDuel.com and place your first $5 bet. If it wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. Astros winners today over the Mariners, taking the second game that they have now in this series. The Astros pound out 11 hits, which is great. It's not great when they're all singles. I will admit to that today. 11 singles is nice, but they need more. And they also can't have days where they go out there and go 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position, and they leave 8 men on base on top of that. But I am encouraged by the fact that they are racking up some hits over the last few days. They lost a game yesterday where they hit a bunch of hits as well. Those things matter because it just is evidence that bats are getting going in the right direction. As long as I always say it, you're hitting the ball hard and getting hits, results will follow. You got 2 hit days for Pena, 2 hit day for Walker, then 1 hit for Dubon, DeCenzo, Smith, Myers, Caratini, Altuve, and Paredes. So every single starter gets in on the hit column. And you guys have to stop barking right now because I'm doing a show live on the air. Oh, my God. I am so sorry right now that this is happening. Let me mute myself for a moment. I so kindly told him to shut it in a very loud voice. Love my dogs, but man, oh, man, they love to bark. And it's all started by those of you that watch the show, and she's not in here today because she's out there on the stairs right now, and she's barking. By the little Chihuahua Coco, our rally dog. She doesn't need to make an appearance. It's been a while since she's been on the show now. But today, now she's in trouble. She's not going to get a treat later when she goes out. She's in trouble. Astros winners today. Again, 11 hits. Sorry about the disruption. It happens. Who's the player of the game today? Let's figure it out.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Now, I should give it to Framber Valdez, but I'm going to the guy that I just ran through at the age of 35 in the first inning of a game, taking advantage of an error and hustling around the bases, scoring the first run. I'm giving it to Jose Altuve for that one specific play today. Congratulations to you, sir. Well deserved. I hope that you're going to go home and relax after that. Be great. Do it again tomorrow. You know what? The only thing he's lacking of today is he didn't get multiple hits. He's had a great series against Seattle so far at the plate, but just the 1 hit today. Oh, no, just 1 hit. It's better than over. You get back to it tomorrow. But you're seeing numbers rising all over the place for a lot of guys, and that's a good thing because good things will, I promise you, get some better things. They might not be masters at any point this season collectively as a team, but it will have some better moments if they keep hitting the baseball. Now, tomorrow, the final game of this 4-game series. Now, the last time the Astros hooked up with the Mariners in Seattle, that was a 3-gamer, of course, and they had the series win right there in front of them, and they blew it late, of course, with Rosarena walking it off. Tomorrow, Colton Gordon up against Luis Castillo. That's a tough one. On paper, the Astros should lose, correct? Astros have had some guys that can do some things against Castillo. So far this season, He's, pitching like Luis Castillo, 4-3 with a 3.20. Gordon has to back up what he's done, or what he did, I should say, in his start the other day down there in Tampa. And the Astros will probably have a chance. I feel pretty confident in that. But when you go through and you look, it's 13 games against each other this season, and it matters. They absolutely matter. This division is going to be tight all year. They won't see Seattle again until my schedule here. July in Seattle, July 18th through the 20th, and then they'll play them one more time. They won't see them back in Houston until September 19th through the 21st. You can't downplay these games, especially now when you look at it. The Astros and the Mariners have played 6 games. They are 3-3. Winning the season series matters. Winning this series tomorrow matters because you're only going to have 6 attempts left against them. And those games in September will be high intensity. You'd rather go into those games with a series lead than not. So tomorrow, I think, is one of those days where I tell you, must have for the Astros. When it wraps up, we will be here on the Astros Postcast. Join us as soon as it ends. You guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday. We'll talk